It's a simple question. Which is better for today's modern boater and fisherman? A cookie-cutter mono single-hulled boat or the performance platform of the dual-hulled catamaran? To find out the truth, we asked the leading manufacturer of the best riding boats on the water today.
It's a true statement to say that all various brands of catamarans all perform superior to even the best of the V-hulls on the marketplace.
Here's the way to describe how a twin V catamaran is more stable, clean, drier, and more efficient than a monohull boat. Think of the hull comparison as the difference between a spoon and knife. The monohull is wider at the bottom like a spoon and pushes the water aside. The farther you get from the bow, the wider the spoon effect. By comparison, the sleek twin V catamaran hull slices through the water like a knife.
If you take a V-hull boat, when it slows down or stops, you're sitting on top of a point. With a catamaran, we can make the hulls substantially sharper and deeper to cut through the water because we have the dual hulls for stability when we slow or stop.
Roger is right. Catamarans offer the advantage of reduced drag, which permit catamarans to attain speeds not possible with a monohull and/or the option of being equipped with less powerful and therefore less expensive engines. Twin V catamarans use Suzuki engines to operate more efficiently and reliably. Twin V catamarans are also uniquely designed based on in-water dynamics instead of computer-generated designs to give Twin V catamarans an air-lubricated ride which reduces drag and increases efficiency.
While it's a true statement to say that all the catamarans ride better than the V-hulls, Twin V is regarded as being the best riding ones among the catamarans. And the reason for that is we use a unique principle called kinetic fluid induction. We actually take the wake of each hull, we roll that wake into itself, creating thousands of air bubbles. As we force those air bubbles through the tunnel of the boat, by the motion of the boat going forward, we're compressing those air bubbles and actually creating a air shock absorber for the boat to ride on. And when that hull is totally full of water between the tunnels, there's no way a hard wave can come up and slap the bottom of the boat.
Twin V catamarans, like all catamarans, are far more stable than monohull boats. As we explained earlier, the wide V shape of the monohull rocks side to side when experiencing rough water or even the wake from a passing boat. Catamaran-hulled boats, which have two parallel pontoons joined by a deck and an open space between them, offer greater lateral stability than deep V-hulled boats. That is, boats having these hulls have less tendency to roll side to side, especially when resting. Also, catamaran-type hulls tend to create a smaller wake and operate more efficiently. But what about maneuverability? Twin V catamarans drive like a sports car when compared to monohull boats.
The Twin V boat is very unique in that it drives much more like a sports car, which means that when you turn the wheel, the boat actually responds instantly to what you're telling it to do and goes exactly where you point it. With a traditional monohull, you turn the wheel and you have a delay while the boat decides if it's going to slide around that corner or not.
A catamaran also performs much better than a monohull in a following sea, as a mono plows into the wave, then turns or pitches when they plow into the next wave. The catamaran is more relaxing to drive and more comfortable for the passengers aboard in a following sea. Efficiency is another plus for cat versus mono. Twin V catamaran's design allows the boat to get up on plane faster and with less horsepower. In fact, these catamarans can get on plane with only one engine should the situation ever arise.
One engine was to fail for whatever reason, the Twin V will easily plane off using only one engine. In fact, it will plane with as little as 115 horsepower on this 26-footer we're looking at here. On a V-hull, the best you could do with twice the horsepower is maybe 5 miles an hour. Twin Vs are particularly economical to operate because we're extremely efficient in going through the water. Well, that's because of our knife entry that we have, as well as the kinetic fluid induction of the air bubbles that we're riding upon. That allows us to run on smaller, less expensive engines to get great fuel efficiency but tremendous performance.
Twin V catamarans are some of the world's best designed pleasure boats, but they are also working boats. When a boater is in trouble and needs help fast, no matter what the sea conditions, Sea-Tow sends a Twin V catamaran to the rescue.
The Twin V and Sea-Tow have a very strong relationship, a partnership, because Sea-Tow goes out in the elements when no other boats should be offshore. In fact, they go out in conditions I wouldn't think about being out in. And they choose Twin V boats to do that in because the boats, you could not be in a safer boat size for size out there. And it's amazing to hear the stories they tell about rescues using the Twin V boats.
Odds are you won't find Sea Tow pulling Twin V catamarans off sandbars. The unique design of the catamaran allows it to maneuver skinny water far better than monohull boats. While Twin V catamarans draft around a foot of water and can maneuver onto your favorite sandbar hangout, monohull boats draft far more, on average about 2 feet. Does all that extra boat in the water make the monohull less efficient? You betcha. More fuel economy means more fishing or cruising for less. And when the day is done for the Twin V catamaran owner, getting the boat on your magic tilt trailer at your favorite boat launch is a snap. The twin hulls actually make the boat easier to trailer and easier to transport. Every catamaran magic tilt trailer has a tracking pad that guides the hulls as you load or unload the boat. Now that you've seen the facts for yourself, we know you'll make the smart choice in selecting a Twin V catamaran over a monohull boat. From start to finish, no details are spared in making Twin V catamarans the best riding boats on the water.